Hello all, welcome back. In this lesson, we are going to see how to set up the planning application. While we are creating the application, we are going to verify what is the purpose of calendar and single currency versus multiple currencies, what is the purpose of input cube and reporting cube, and what is the use of sandbox. All these things will be covered as part of the application creation. Let's jump into the practical session of creating the application. Once you log into the cloud as an administrator, this is the first screen that would appear. Here you will be seeing other modules such as FCCS, ARCS, PCMCS, and of course planning. And our focus would be planning, so I'm going to go ahead and click on select to create a planning application. In this screen, you will be seeing three options. One would be creating a sample application. The next one would be a new application. And the third option would be the migrate. So for the purpose of this class, I'm going to select create a new application. For that, I'm going to click on start. So let's start with the application name. I'm going to give the application name as FPAPLN and give the description as financial planning and analysis. The next thing is select the application type. I would go ahead and select the application type. There are three types of application types. One is a custom application, another is free form, and the third one is the modules. The custom application, basically you can have total 12 cubes and 6 of them are BSO cubes and another 6 are ASO cubes. And whereas if you go for the free form application, it allows you to create an application with the dimensions of your choice without being any constraints by the limitations imposed by the standard applications. Using this, we can model and build our own hybrid BSO or ASO cubes. In this case of the free form application, you can have one BSO and one ASO cube. Whereas the module based, the one that we are going to focus is we are going to select modules as an application type. Why? Because we want to see the functionality of the configurable modules such as financials, workforce, capital, and projects. That is why we are going to select modules in this case. And then click next. Then here you will see the calendar, whether it is 12 months or the 13 months, right? And I would select the standard 12 months and start and end year. Usually, even though current fiscal year is the 2021, in few cases, clients would require to have the past budgets or past actuals to be loaded in the system for historical data. So in this case, I would select start year as maybe 2018. It all depends on client requirement. So that I would be able to load the data from 2018. So that I would be able to load the actuals from 2018 onwards for historical data purpose, and also how many years that you want to use this application. Maybe I would take 2030. And the next thing is first month of fiscal year. So basically, a fiscal year is a 12-month period chosen by a company to report its financial information. for reporting and budgeting. So again, it doesn't necessarily the fiscal month to be January all the time. It all depends on your client requirements. So I would start with January. Then the weekly distribution. You will see several distributions here. For example, if I take maybe 5-4-4 distribution, what happens is the first month in a quarter is considered to have 5 weeks, and the last 2 months in the quarter have 4 weeks. So basically, this weekly distribution sets the monthly distribution pattern based on the number of fiscal weeks in a month. So if there is no specific requirement from client, I would recommend to select even distribution is used to be able to budget using different currencies. If this application is used by multiple entities from different countries, then this option totally makes sense. So I'm going to say that my multi-currency is enabled and my company's headquarter is based on United States. So maybe I would take USD as my main currency. Then we are going to see the input cube and the reporting cube. So basically the input cube is the one where we are going to let users enter their data. So data entry is basically happens at the input cube. This is block storage option cube, BSO cube, whereas the reporting cube is for reporting purpose, which is based on ASO, aggregate storage option. Data maps are used to push the data from input cube to reporting cube. So data could be accessed for reporting purpose while planners are playing with different versions of budgets and forecasts in input cube. And reporting cubes are designed with ASO technology. So ASO cubes are designed for faster aggregations, which will speed up the reporting performance. And finally, sandboxes. So sandboxes enables users to keep their work not visible from others as they develop their plans. For the purpose of this course, we are not going to enable them, but that option is out there. And finally, strategic modeling, whether you want to enable this option, I'm going to go ahead and enable this option because we will go ahead and cover some introduction on the strategic modeling as part of this course. So I'm going to enable this at this moment and then click on next. And I would just the options that whatever I have selected in previous screens, I would just review them. And finally, if I am ready, I would go ahead and click on create. So this would go ahead and create our planning application called FPA Plan with input cube name Plan 1.